We are back again, episode 5.
Welcome back.
Back. Oi.
Who would have thought?
Oi.
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 Who would have
Oi.
thought?
Oi. Not me.
Every week they tell us they ain't coming back.
That's the last one.
They ain't going to do another week.
They won't get to
Come
7. They can't get to 7.
We're getting to 7. We're doing it.
At least
Getting
7.
to
At least 7, then we'll talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll set the next goal then.
The big finale, 7.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, on top of the oi, as we already have oid,
Initiated, yep.
we had a little news.
Quite a few news.
Quite a few news. I like that. Few
Yep.
news.
Let's
Got
go.
opinions. Got
Daredevil.
takes.
Daredevil's coming to the MCU,
Hello.
Is it though?
but he's not bringing Foggy and Karen with him.
So sad.
It hurts. It hurts. I know you guys haven't finished the show. I think Javi, you're watching it, right?
I just started watching it, and that makes me so sad. I'm literally starting to fall in love with these
Yes.
characters, and now you're taking them from me. Like, that sucks, man.
They're both really, really good characters.
Yeah, Foggy was so
some
good.
Of some of the reasons of why that show works so well is because of the supporting characters.
The relationship.
Foggy's great. Karen is great. Karen is so integral to the story of how the show starts.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna work without her. I know it's a whole new world and like reimagining, but I really hope they're not doing something where they're recasting. I don't understand why you
Oh, that would
recast.
suck.
It doesn't make sense. And again, there's such an important part to that story. I don't understand what the vision is, especially because this is gonna be a long show. This is 18 episodes. This
Yeah.
is their longest show
Wow.
by far.
Wow.
By far. So I don't understand what the plan is or what they're thinking, because to do that many episodes, you gotta have a big story to tell.
Yeah.
So
And enough cast to pull it.
yeah, I just don't know what their game plan is. I used to be able to say, oh, we just leave our faith and they'll take care of it, but that hasn't been the case lately. So I don't feel good about whatever they have coming out. So
Especially with the fact that
I'll
it's
watch it.
switching networks. So
Yeah,
like, the
that's always scary.
expectations are already high because Daredevil was one of the better shows.
yes, and you're talking about a super hard R rated, like a little universe with Daredevil, with the Punisher. Punisher's as hard R as it gets.
Yeah.
So, and Punisher's coming back. John Bernthal is coming
Yeah.
back. He's
really?
he's reprising
Yeah,
as
yeah.
Punisher, which is awesome because he was
great.
born for that role. But I'm thinking, like, how is this going to play out? Because this is a much different MCU to what little pocket dimension they were in when that show was out. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too optimistic about it. We'll see.
But I'm pretty sure they're going to keep the same level. I know with Deadpool they're keeping it R. So
That's
I believe.
that's what they're saying. That's what they're
Yeah.
saying. We'll see what they do. Man.
There's
'Cause I'm
no
like,
way a
how
PG-13
do they
Punisher.
how do they mesh those, where it's like, how do you have those interact in the future if that's the plan, which you think that it would be the plan? Well, they've
Well-
already interacted because we saw Daredevil already, but
I'm not
Yeah.
Kevin Feige, but I have an idea.
okay,
PG-13 movies are allotted one F word.
yes,
I don't think any Marvel movie has used one thus far. But
they've been saving up for a rainy day.
they've
They
been
have
saving
Saving
them
it.
for Deadpool. He'll use one, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I can't do that." Get in his ear, break the
Oh
fourth
my
wall,
gosh.
and then censor himself for the rest of his movies.
I thought you were gonna say he's gonna drop the 32 that they haven't used right at the start of the movie. It's just gonna be 32
one
f bombs. Like, all right, got him out of the way. Now let's go. Yeah, and now we
my
can start.
gosh.
Yeah,
No, so he'll drop one, and maybe it won't even be an F bomb. Maybe it'll be another word that they don't
yeah.
normally say. and,
That's interesting though.
and then censor himself, like, "Oh, I can't say that, Kevin." Okay,
yeah,
break the fourth wall.
They're gonna do some of that for sure. For
They already had She-Hulk meet the machine named Kevin.
That's right. KEV.
That was
It was
crazy.
KEVIN, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Was it? Yeah, an
KEVIN.
acronym.
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. Well, unfortunately, a moment of silence for Foggy and Karen.
Moment of silence. Rest in peace.
So sad.
Won't be the same without you.
All right, now we're gonna move on to Barry, season 4, the final
Come
act.
on. One of my favorite shows. I mean, Robert put me on that show, and it's got to be in my top 5. So
Yeah.
good. Oh my gosh, I love the action, and the acting is amazing. Incredible acting. Like, I love that show. I can't.
Did you watch?
I'm
Did you
hyped.
watch the teaser, Javi?
No, I haven't seen the teaser.
Oh my God, Javi. Okay, I watched it. We watched the
have
game with
not.
Ben.
Yeah.
You got to watch it when you get a chance.
I'm not.
Incredible. It's picking up right where it left off. I don't want to spoil the show for anybody, but just how the cinematography and the shots that this show creates and puts together
Oh, it's
good.
crazy.
Oh my
are
gosh.
so beautiful. It's one of those rare shows that can balance the darkest of darks with the like campiest of campiest, if that makes sense. It's insane how we can have the most ridiculous things, but then again have just this super dark, emotional story.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a show balance as well as Barry does.
They
and
definitely hit
love it so much.
They definitely hit the extremes on every end.
It's crazy. Yes, like I can't think of a show that does it as well as them, and
Yeah.
it's incredible. If you have not seen Barry, get caught up. It's coming, I think, April 16th. I think is what date it
April
said,
16th.
which is insane because I think from season 2 to season 3 was like 2.5 year time gap.
Yeah.
So now it's back
shout
on
out
track.
COVID. Shout out COVID.
Now it's finally getting back on schedule, so that's gonna be really really cool. To get that show back.
I just can't wait for more NoHo Hank.
He's such a
NoHo
good.
Hank
good.
is my favorite.
What a
man.
great
Me too.
character, man!
Such
what
a good
great
character.
Is what's his name? Anthony Kerrigan, I think, is the actor's name. Yeah, well, Anthony
yeah.
Kerrigan. He is excellent. I think he actually like kind of came up with how the character was supposed to speak and all. Like I think that was
Really?
kind of his thing. And oh, dude,
It
he's
was so good.
He's a gem.
It is.
He's awesome.
Exactly. He is a gem.
And we have to talk about Bill Hader. I mean, he is
producing,
incredible.
acting, directing.
Like from a guy to me, I'm like, oh, this is some Saturday, Night Live guy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
what does he have to do with like just acting? Oh my gosh, he plays that role so good. The emotional scenes, the funny scenes, like he's so good in that role. Like no one else can play Barry like he plays
100%.
Barry. And doesn't he also produce it or direct it or something like
he
that?
produces
He does a
and
lot.
directs a couple
He does a lot
episodes.
with it. Yeah,
Incredible. I love Bill Hader. I mean, just want to give him a quick shout out.
yeah.
No, shout out Bill Hader.
out
And he
Bill
was
Hader.
great in it too. Because I also was like,
Yeah.
Bill
It's
Hader.
insane.
And then I watched
No.
it too, and I was like, wow, Bill Hader did a
It's
great
insane,
performance in
man.
this.
His range is incredible.
Bill Hader.
It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Didn't see that coming. On
Yeah.
top of other people we might not have seen coming, Chris Evans.
Oh.
He came up from,
Daddy.
Fantastic Four, some people would call a failure, to Captain America with America's ass,
The
Yeah.
GOAT.
And now he's going to do a little rom-com,
Little rom-com action.
Ana de Armas.
Come on.
Did
I'm
you
hyped.
guys see the trailer?
I actually did not.
Javi, you
I
see the
saw
trailer?
I saw a few clips on TikTok.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the full trailer.
It looks interesting from what they showed in the trailer. Again, it's not really a spoiler because it's in the title and it's in the trailer, but they meet. She ghosts him. They never see each other again.
The nerve.
And then, like months later, he goes to find her. Come to find out the reason that she ghosted him is because she's the secret agent. So he gets thrown into the mix with being her being a secret agent and being on the run. It kind of looks a little cheesy. I'll probably watch it just because I like those two.
Yeah.
But it looks a little cheesy. I think it's gonna really kind of be like over the top meta,
Just
just
rom-com,
like oh
like-
this is funny. Like we're in an action. I don't know. It just gives you those vibes. I think I saw like a little tagline was like boy meets girl. Girl ghosts boy. Boy gets roped into a secret agent mission or something like that. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
gosh.
God, what a
That's hilarious.
stupid ass tagline. That just made me cringe a little bit. But I like those two, and
Yeah.
it's something different. So
For sure.
I
They
like
were great
Chris
in
Evans.
Knives Out. In Knives Out, they
They
had
were.
chemistry
I
and they were
forgot
great.
they were together in Knives Out. That's right.
Yeah, they were
Forgot
great.
about that.
So I
Yeah.
saw them too in a movie. I was like, oh, that's awesome. I can't
Yeah,
wait to
no, I
see
forgot all about that.
more of them. More of them together on screen. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how anyone. I like rom-coms. I'm not afraid to admit that rom-coms are
rom-coms are great.
Turn off your brain, laugh at a love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If,
Heck
if
yeah.
it's done well, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And Chris Evans is always
Mm.
always a.
Oh.
I'll watch that movie.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, just for
Evans.
him. Yeah, give him a chance. Yeah.
Bare minimum, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's all you
come
can
on.
hope for. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, on to other things. Just like I love the Transformers movies, I've always been a huge fan of the Turtles. And we are
Oh,
getting a
Yeah.
new animated Turtles movie.
I'll let you guys go first because I got a few things to say about it. So I'll let you guys take it away and what your thoughts are with it
I mean,
so
the
far.
animation style looks amazing. I
Yes.
really like how it's not just the standard, like they're going a little, like you said Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Very
Yeah.
Spider-Verse. Yeah, it's awesome.
And so I think it looks good. It sounds good. They have kids playing the Turtles, which I
Yep.
think matters.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
100% does. Yep.
Even though now I'm an adult, I still remember when I was a child watching those trash movies from the 90s and loving them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Loving
My bad. I'm getting the judgment looks. Oh shoot!
Oh,
I've been kicked
gosh.
off. I'm sorry. Those amazing, perfect Oscar nominee movies.
You need to
in the
tell me when you're
90s.
gonna have these hot ridiculous takes so I can prepare myself. Oh my god.
Yeah, get the ooze,
Oh
man.
my god. Go ahead. Keep going, man. Keep talking. Just
More
say what you're
takes.
gonna say. My goodness.
I'm excited for it. I always give these kinds of movies a chance because they were my childhood,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to love them as best I can as an adult. But what are you thinking, Javi?
Yeah, no, I mean I'll check it out. And Seth Rogen is what, producing it, directing it. He has
Yeah.
a big
I
role
was
in
trying
it.
to think of how far he goes. I know he's involved, but I'm trying to think
Yeah.
if real quick with Seth Rogen. So he's killing it. Everything he touches is gold right now because he's involved with Invincible, involved with The Boys.
Oh yeah.
There was a third one that I'm forgetting. I remember I saw this picture talking about it, but then now with this, and this looks really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's Seth Rogen's killing it right now.
No. So I'm excited. I mean, it looks cool. You know, the animation style. I think Spider-Verse is gonna have like an impact on
100%.
so many animated movies to come.
Yeah.
He's a producer.
Because of there you go, he's a producer. Because of how good Spider-Verse was
Yes.
and how awesome it looked. That's gonna carry over to so many of future animated movies. So
100%, yeah.
I'm excited that this movie's kind of gonna copy that and is inspired by that. So I'll check it out. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So let's do it, man. I'm hyped.
The first thing I'm gonna say is because I saw this thing and I saw it posted online and people forgetting about it. So Spider-Verse is not the first movie, or not like the biggest movie to have that kind of animation. Do you guys remember the Peanuts movie that came out like in 2014, 2015? I could be totally
Peanuts?
off. Yes,
no,
I could be totally off on the year, but that movie had that kind of animation. So
Really?
I just want to real
Yeah, but
quick. I just want to real quick throw
Really?
what.
I don't.
What?
I can't attribute that to Peanuts, bro.
They I think they might even check. Look it up.
Well,
They might even
they-
be. I think it's
But
the same
did you-
studio
no,
too.
I'm
I think
not-
They
it's the
definitely-
studio.
I'm not saying they didn't do it, but I'm saying for the global phenomenon, I feel
They
like
didn't make it
more people
popular.
We're like, wow, Spider-Verse. And
Yes,
we're like, oh my
they
god,
didn't-
Charlie Brown's killing it again.
But
They
listen,
didn't make it
you
popular.
gotta give Charlie Brown its flowers, okay? Because they're the ones that I think laid the groundwork and the foundation. I think it's the same studio. Is it
2015.
Is it Sony Pictures? No, it's
Oh,
not. I
that's
think it's
funny.
20th Century. Well, whatever. That wasn't even a big point that I wanted to make. I just want to throw that out there real
Go
quick.
off, King.
But
Go off,
yeah,
King,
unlike Ben, I am a huge Ninja Turtles fan.
What?
What do you mean? What?
I'm a fan of the Turtles.
That's not what I heard. You're shitting on the old movies. So, the old movies are incredible. I'll say like the first and second one, incredible. The third one, not good. First and second one, those live action ones are so good. I've always loved the Turtles, even when they had their live action or not live action, but they had their anime show back in like the early to mid 2000s, and then they've had a bunch of movies. Of course, we don't talk about the Michael Bay ones because I don't like the Michael Bay ones.
I
But
think the first one was okay. The second
yeah, but you like Transformers.
You love Michael Bay.
Yeah, you love Michael Bay and
no,
Transformers.
no, the second one is honestly unwatchable.
No, it's bad. It's really
The
bad.
second one,
So-
I watched the first one recently, and I was let me watch the second one too
Yeah.
because someone else was like, the Turtle movies are awesome, and I was like, okay, I'll trust you because I trust your opinion. And then I was like, I don't
And
know
just
if
the
I
way
agree.
they look like
No,
monsters.
no,
Their design is so bad.
They
You don't get
look-
to say
they
that.
look pretty
You
ugly.
don't
They
get to
look
say
weird.
that. Absolutely not. No, they look different. You can
I
literally
will
tell
agree.
each one apart on their own. And
No,
I like
no,
that
I
about it.
don't. No, I like. No, that's fine. But they look like monsters.
I mean, they're massive turtles. They kind of on one.
They
one
don't
way or
have
another
to be.
Are monsters.
they don't have to be. Look how live
They need to
action
be
did it.
cute and cuddly.
They don't.
Okay?
They could be somewhere in the middle. I just don't think they need to look like monsters where you have Raphael looking like a freaking tank.
When's
I
the
don't
last
think need
time
to
you
have
called
that.
a teenager cute and cuddly? When did that work out for you?
Oh, bro.
What? I'm not even touching. I'm not even touching that. What?
Well, I guess that's true. That came out wrong. I don't know. I just remember when I was a teenager, if somebody called me cute and cuddly, I feel like I have to defend my honor. You know what I'm saying? So they should not be cute and cuddly. They should be some sort of ferocious.
Yes, but you got to remember they are the fact that they're teenagers and them being voiced by kids. I love everything about that trailer. I've watched it 6 or 7 times because I
Nice.
want to soak everything in. The fact that again the voice actors are kids, like you mentioned,
Yeah,
is
that's
incredible.
cool.
It's about time they did something like that, and the voices have all been so good. And the fact that they're very very distinct. You have Donatello who has like a very high pitched voice. You know, you can tell that his voice hasn't dropped. I love that. I love that touch.
Yeah, until midway through producing.
exactly. Then it'll change. And I love the animation is so well done again in that Spider-Verse vein. It's really really cool to see, and just the fact that this gives us a chance to actually grow up with them, being that they're played by kids, we can hopefully kind of see as that progresses.
Yeah.
And again, just the designs, everything is just looking so good. So I'm very very excited for that trailer. I'm probably gonna watch it a couple more times because
I'm very
it's
happy.
it's awesome. I'm
Yeah,
very
you're
happy
happy.
to see it. Yeah,
I'm very happy
yeah.
that you love these movies.
Yes, I can't
Yeah,
wait, man.
dude.
I can't wait.
Because I
don't
also
even know.
love them. I know you don't think that I do
Yeah.
because I said that, but I feel like if you were to go watch the 2000s, 90s movies today, you would probably be like, all right, I guess I get it.
Oh,
And if
yeah, I agree with you there,
Okay,
yeah.
that's my thing. Is the other day I tried to watch Sonic X the show, and I remember loving that show as a
yeah,
kid.
that was, it was anime style, like the Ninja Turtles. Yep,
But
yeah.
it's terrible.
yeah.
I mean,
I
when I was
remember
younger,
reading-
I was like, this is like a show for older
Yeah.
kids. And now that I'm an adult who's kind of, you could argue, an older
Yeah.
kid, I was like, this show is terrible.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Things changed a
You
little
can't
bit.
you can't compare something that you loved as a child to then watching it as an adult because this
Never
is
works out.
totally different. Totally
Never
different
works out.
feelings.
I mean,
And
you're
you know,
right.
Yeah, it's just you can't.
I'm just glad that my love for Star Wars has never been tainted because they've tried to make it happen.
I was gonna say they've
Oh,
tried to
God.
taint it as much as they can.
I hate sand, but all right. Well, on to other things. Goodbye, Turtles. Although they did make so many good turtle shows on CW. Oh my goodness! They had like the Future Turtle show,
Yep.
the regular TMNT.
It was fun.
There were so many.
Great fun.
So many. They were awesome. I loved Saturdays as a kid. Now we're going to talk about Jake Gyllenhaal and his new UFC movie.
Yes.
And I don't
dude.
know about y'all, but oh my gosh.
Yep.
Zaddy.
Zaddy.
That guy is jacked.
is
Bro,
zaddied up.
shredded.
I mean, he's like 40. Like he looks old.
Yeah, he's 42,
You
and he
can
looks
tell he's
great.
in his 40s,
Of
and
course.
he's like perfect.
Of course, he's
form.
probably on the diet plan, probably on a little bit of gear, but that's just
Oh,
how
yeah.
it goes there. So it's fine, whatever. Especially to be at that age, to be in that kind of shape. But I know when I saw it, I thought it was so funny because I'm like, it was like I was having like an existential crisis because I'm like, what dimension am I in right now? Why is he weighing in for you? Like, do I know Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor, or has he always been a fighter? Am I losing it? That took me a second to kind of figure out what was happening. But yeah, it was cool to see. I hate that we got spoiled on the fight. On
Yeah,
what happens
right?
in the movie.
I know.
But it's cool to see.
Jokes
That-
on you.
that
I only
bamboozled.
saw him being jacked.
That bamboozled so many people because ESPN and UFC, they were all uploading videos like he was
Yes.
about to fight for real. They
So
were
funny.
Jake Gyllenhaal at his weigh-in, Jake Gyllenhaal
Yes.
pre-fight. They were like
So
they
casual.
were sold. I don't know, maybe the social media guy thought it was a real fight or something, but
Well,
they
it's
were posting
brilliant.
it.
It's great promoting for the movie.
Great marketing.
So smart.
Now,
yeah.
now we're already hyped, and they're still in production. I mean, we're all hyped
How,
about.
how do
this
you feel
movie.
about it, Javi? I know you're a big Jake Gyllenhaal guy. So how do you
Oh,
feel
I
about
love
it?
Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, any production I'm gonna be hyped, and I'm excited to see. This has Conor McGregor as well in the
I
movie.
saw that,
So
yeah,
I don't know if you
yeah.
guys know that. So
I did see that.
That this is gonna be pretty much his actual debut. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. I love Conor McGregor. I've seen a bunch of Conor McGregor fights. So that he's looking huge as well. He used to be in featherweight, lightweight division, and now he's like
Yeah,
he's probably on
yoked-
gear
yoked
too.
up,
He's,
yeah.
he's
no
yoked
telling, yeah.
up. So I'm excited to see them too. I mean, it's a remake of an old movie called Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, yeah. Which the old Roadhouse is great.
Which I've never seen.
I love
I know it
Roadhouse.
has. I know it has
with
Patrick
both-
Swayze.
Patrick Swayze, yeah, it's
from-
great. Yeah, it's
Rest
cool.
in
Yeah,
peace,
it has
King.
Patrick
Yeah, rest in
from the goat from Dirty Dancing. So
yes.
literally, and I don't know much about the movie, but I'm excited to see Conor McGregor
Yeah,
and Jake
100%.
Gyllenhaal co-star.
Well,
Like that's awesome.
What surprised me was Marvel and the MCU have been making zaddies for years. Where they just get this middle-aged actor, throw him on a screen, takes his shirt
3
off,
months.
and he's
Zaddy
jacked.
treatment. Yep.
In 3
And
months,
I'm
he's
used to
zaddy.
these people that I'm
Yep.
not used to seeing look jacked all of a sudden. But they don't look Jake Gyllenhaal jacked.
No,
like
man.
looks good.
Chris
Well,
Pratt in
he's-
Guardians of the Galaxy, Paul Rudd and Ant-Man, the first one, where they
Whoa.
do those shirtless scenes. They don't look Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, I know
jacked.
Jake's. I mean, he's been in great shape before. I mean, he did the movie Southpaw.
Yeah.
Like 10 years
Yeah.
ago, and he
in
was
Champion
jacked
too?
in that. Yeah, he's done stuff. So he's probably been in like good shape for most of his career.
Yeah.
So it probably wasn't that hard for him compared to a guy like Chris Pratt or like Paul Rudd, because Paul Rudd was always
Yeah.
like
Fluffy.
skinny fat. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But yeah, so it makes sense more for him. But
Yeah.
yeah, he looks phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
God.
Paul Rudd
Shout out.
didn't put too much weight on for Ant-Man.
No,
but
he was more like lanky.
lean and
He
cut,
was lean.
You
There
know,
you go, lean,
But
yeah.
hey, I mean, Chris Pratt looked good. He was
No,
big.
did.
He put on muscle.
And yeah, when
okay?
you
So
watch Parks and Rec and see,
he's
you know,
right
Andy
there with
Mann,
Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, it's not the top tier physiques
No,
of
yeah,
Marvel,
yeah.
which is Chris Hemsworth. You know, obviously Chris Evans. Those are like the
Yeah.
top physiques. But
the other Chris's.
Chris Pratt's
All the Chris's
up
got
there.
it down. Yeah.
All the Chris's are. Man,
All right.
they're good.
Well, on to the next news piece. I just have one word. Wow.
Oh wow, that's
Wow.
that's incredible how you can say one thing
Wow.
and you know
All it
immediately.
takes. That's
what
all
we're
it
talking
takes.
about.
Owen Wilson
Yep.
is gonna play Bob Ross.
Incredible.
I
That's-
mean, come on.
That came out of nowhere for me.
That
I
is
had
such
no
good
idea.
casting.
It is.
I saw
agree.
the poster for it,
Yeah,
dude.
Did you go? Wow.
I was like, wow. I never thought I'd be excited for a movie about Bob Ross. I'm like, I've always been very indifferent about him, but once I saw that, I'm like, well, shoot, I'm gonna have to watch this.
Yeah.
It looks good. I mean, well, all we see is a poster,
Yeah,
so what
yeah,
do we
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know, oh, they released a trailer. I forgot to watch it. I saw that they
Really?
had released it. I haven't even
Okay,
seen
I
it.
did
wow.
not know.
Ah, we gotta watch it.
I didn't
But
even know.
My producer didn't send me the.
yeah,
We'll
pretty.
talk
Yeah,
about
we
it.
forgot to give us that link.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome.
But no, yeah, and you know, I was actually talking to someone else about this today. I was talking about how Owen Wilson was gonna play Bob Ross, and they're like, nobody really actually cared about Bob Ross. I was like,
Bob
what?
Ross big.
Whoa.
And he's like, no. No one ever sat there and was like, I'm gonna watch every episode and binge this show.
I don't
he
know.
would put it on, take a nap, and I was like, I disagree.
I disagree.
And I
A
will
lot of
say I
people love
disagree
Bob
because of a
Ross.
meme.
Yeah.
There was a meme, and it was like, Steve Irwin taught us to love animals. Mr. Rogers taught us to love our neighbors, and Bob Ross taught us to love
Oh,
ourselves.
dude, he did a huge,
you know?
huge cultural
Love
impact.
nature.
Yeah, you can't take it away from a huge impact.
And
Yeah,
so,
he's-
and I was
he's
like,
pretty
you know what, you're
popular.
right. I've watched enough Bob Ross that I'm excited to see
Yeah,
Owen
no,
Wilson
I'm
say
like-
wow a couple times and paint some
Really?
happy little trees.
I'm looking forward to it. You know, he's especially because I don't know if all I saw the post. I don't know if it's gonna be a comedy. I don't know if it's gonna be a like a dramatic biopic or how it's gonna be. But Owen Wilson's shown that he can do drama. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen him. I
Yeah.
can't think on the top of my head. I mean, he was really good in Loki. You
Yeah,
know, and I
he
feel
was
like
great
that
in
was more of
Loki.
a serious role.
Yeah.
And and of course he's done other dramatic roles. I can't think of anything on the top of my head, but yeah, I'm excited for whatever direction they look to take it. I think it's a good casting choice.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think,
Sorry.
Javi?
No, I'm excited. I mean, Owen Wilson. I just wonder, will he say "Wow"?
Oh,
As Bob
yes.
Ross.
I think he does in most of his movies.
I think it's in his contract. Yeah.
In almost all his movies, he has said it, but I
Yeah.
wonder if he.
There's
will say it.
compilations out there where you can see of him saying "wow" in like every movie he's ever been in.
Yeah, that's so funny. No, I'm excited. I'll definitely check that out.
Oh, he did the movie Wonder with the
Yes,
The
yes.
kid- the wife
what's
and his
what's
kid.
the kid from the room? What's his name?
I can let you know in a second because we are professionals.
It's funny. Jacob Tremblay. It's funny. You know, we had a little pre-production meeting. We were like, all right, let's make sure we get all the names down. You know, we don't want to forget any names. What's his name again? every time without fail. Every time.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. We got it. Bro.
I have,
3
I have,
seconds.
like about the movies that we're talking about later. I have names on names written down. Just
You
in
have
case.
to, man.
Just
you
in
have
case.
To.
Like,
Bro, I did that
hey,
last
man.
week and I didn't use half of them, and I was like, man, I feel like a waste.
Gotta be prepared.
Well, I think was that it for the news?
That's it for the news.
Okay, perfect.
Great
Thank you,
news,
Ben.
great
That was
news.
that was Ben with the news. As always,
Wow.
it's such a
Ben
stellar
with the
job. That was
weather.
a certified wow.
The weather
Yeah,
update.
little
Weather update.
So here we're gonna get a little cute real quick. We're
Cute.
gonna have a little fun, play a little game. We're gonna list off great actors in our opinion, and I think the consensus opinion is that these are great actors and actresses. And we're gonna go over their worst movies. Some that you may have seen, some that you may have not. Probably may have not because they're regarded as so poor. So we got a couple different actors and actors we're gonna go over. And you guys want to go first?
I mean, Javi got it.
Sure, I'll go first.
All right. Thanks, Javi, for volunteering.
Yeah,
Yes.
Javi.
Look at my notes and prepared. All right.
Those are
So
some nice
first
notes.
up is one of the goats of all goats, legendary actor, Mr. Tom Hanks. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We love Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is incredible.
That's a
He's
quick clap
up
for
there
Tom
with,
Hanks.
with god tier actors.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
So many amazing roles. Before I trash on this movie, I definitely want to give a shout out to Tom Hanks because
I love you. If you ever see this Tom Hanks, I love you.
so many amazing movies. I mean, he has 3 movies in the top 25 on IMDb. I don't
Crazy.
know if you guys know that. That's insane.
Crazy.
I mean, Green Mile, amazing movie.
Saving Private Ryan.
Exactly.
We
And
all
what's the
know
last
what
one?
the other one, baby.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, of course. So we love Tom Hanks. He's a legendary actor, but this movie is not a good movie. And it has a pretty good cast. And I'll tell you the score before I tell you the name of the movie. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has 15% critic score. Really low. I mean, it doesn't get much lower than that. And then 21% audience score. So they're both in agreement. A lot of times on Rotten Tomatoes, you'll see like, the audience is higher or lower. It's always like a disagreement.
Yeah,
but
always,
this is
yeah.
like all around, just everyone does not like
Everyone
this movie.
agrees that it
Yeah,
sucks.
everyone agrees that this movie sucks. And it's called The Circle. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie. It has Tom Hanks.
Yes,
it has
I remember seeing this trailer.
Emma Watson,
Yes.
John Boyega, Karen Gilligan. It has a
Big
pretty
cast.
good cast.
Yeah, big cast.
And the premise is interesting. So Tom Hanks basically plays this CEO of this company called The Circle. And from the beginning that he's kind of evil, and that this company has bad intentions. And Emma Watson plays this character, basically that she gets this dream job working at The Circle. So Tom Hanks is the Steve Jobs of the Apple, basically, in this world. And she gets this job and she loves it. And then she starts to find out how this company is really corrupt. And their whole goal and their whole promise and mission is we want to know everything about everyone. And they have cameras everywhere. And it's not a very good movie. It's very forgettable. I mean, I remember I watched it, and then I was looking up Tom Hanks movies today, and I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that movie. It's a forgettable movie. It's really predictable. That Tom Hanks is going to be this bad guy. The company is going to be corrupt. But the cast is good. I mean, the acting is fine. That's really the only thing that it has going for it. But the whole story, and it's not told very well. And sadly, it's just, with such a good cast, it's just a poor, pretty trash movie. If you haven't seen it, you could watch it. You probably won't ever want to watch it again. But Tom Hanks, with all his amazing movies, The Circle is one of those movies that's just not a good movie, sadly. But he is the GOAT. So, but that's my take on The Circle. Have you guys seen it?
I actually have not.
I've seen that. I remember when the trailer come out, and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. And I'm sure I saw a review or something that just trashed it. I'm like, yeah, definitely won't be watching it.
And the trailer, you know how they do trailers, man. Trailers can sometimes make a movie look so amazing. I mean, talk about the original Suicide Squad. The trailer for that
Great
movie
trailer.
with Bohemian Rhapsody.
I was excited
Great trailer.
beyond
Oh my
my days.
I remember people in school talking about that. Everyone was so hyped. The trailer was amazing. The music, it looked so cool. You got Will Smith, Margot Robbie, all these people, and it's that movie was terrible, but the trailer made it look so good. This is another case. This trailer looks pretty good. It really intrigues you, but you watch the movie and it's just not a good movie.
Well, it's funny with you say that with trailers, because one thing I learned here recently, that trailers are cut and done by a third party. The studios that make the movies, as far as I know, the studios that make the movies don't make the trailers. They have this third party that all their job is to make trailers. So that's why I feel like you have that disconnect sometimes, where there's even times where a trailer is released that looks to be in a very different tone, and then when the movie comes out, you're like, this is not what the trailer sold me on.
Like Infinity War.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. You never know. Yeah. The little fake outs and stuff like that. It's interesting how that works. But no, I think it's a good choice, Avi.
Yeah. You guys got to check it out, or you guys shouldn't check it out.
Don't watch that.
You did a good job selling us on not checking it out.
Yeah. Javi, I'm sold. I will not watch that movie.
Yeah. Good argument, Javi. Yeah.
I'm gonna let Tom Hanks know what you did.
No, he's a legend.
No, I'm gonna do another legend. At least I feel like he's a legend to me. He's basically in every single Quentin Tarantino movie. He's in one of my favorite franchises of Star Wars. He's done a bunch of great movies. And to start, this was lower on Rotten Tomatoes, but I disagree, and I think they're wrong. And I wanted to know your take before
You think it should be even lower?
Okay.
No. Have you guys ever seen the movie Jumper?
Yes. Wow.
What did you guys think of that
Forgot
movie?
about that. I watched it when I was young, and I remember liking it, having fun with it, but I haven't seen it as an adult, and I'm sure I'm sure it's trash. I know I've never heard anyone say anything good about it.
Yeah, it's been years for me. I mean,
I forgot he's.
I remember. I thought it was an okay movie. I thought it was good. I mean,
It's
it
a
didn't
cool
blow
idea.
my mind.
So that's my
it didn't
thing.
blow my
Actually,
mind.
that wasn't the movie I was gonna do, but
Oh,
that's like one of his
that's not
lowest
your
ones.
movie.
It's a
Wow.
15%.
Whoa,
That surprises me.
insane.
That
And
surprises
I think that's
me.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that is
Wow.
weird.
Because I like the movie. Like, it's one of those Transformer turn your brain off movies. You know, it's not like an Oscar winning or anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought it was enjoyable. And the movie I was gonna say was the animated Clone Wars movie.
Oh,
He's in that one.
Yeah, he's Mace Windu. He reprised his
oh
role.
I
wow.
remember that Zero Price is wrong.
And he got 18%.
You know, because I know the Star Wars animated shows are
Amazing.
highly regarded.
Wait, have you said the actor's
So-
name? I don't think you said his name.
Sam Jackson.
Okay, he said.
The
I
GOAT.
don't think it is. Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson is who I was
Okay.
doing, and we've all seen him in
Wow.
basically every Quentin
I didn't
Tarantino
even know.
Clone
movie.
Wars was
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
worst
yeah.
ones.
Hitman's
Wow.
Bodyguard. You know, which is a fun one. That's a fun one. You know, but
I haven't seen
obviously,
that one.
you know, Coach Carter. I don't know about you
of
guys.
course.
Loved that movie.
Love
I watched
Coach
it
Carter.
actually
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
Love Coach Carter.
Um,
That's always a good rewatch.
He's Mr. Glass.
Yeah,
In the
yes,
Unbreakable.
yep,
Split
Unbreakable. Yep.
Universe. You know, he's got a bunch
Yep.
of great
Oh,
roles.
Yeah.
huge
yeah.
body of work. Huge
You know.
body of work. Crazy.
But
Nice
I was
body.
like, first of all, I don't think Jumper deserves a 15%. So I
That's
want to protest
crazy.
that. I think that the Clone Wars deserves maybe a 12% instead of 18. So lower that one, bump up Jumper. At
So
least
what
a
would you give
25.
Jumper right now? A 25?
45?
Oh, wow.
45?
That's a lot higher.
Okay.
It's so funny. We're about to have everyone go through like I remember that movie. Like I totally
Yeah,
forgot
literally.
about Jumper.
It's
Is
a
that
fun one.
Chris
Hayden
Evans?
Christensen. Hayden Christensen.
Oh,
the
Hayden's in that.
Okay, it's fun. Now we're getting off topic, but do you remember the movie that Chris Evans came out with? I think it was called Push or something like that.
Oh, that sounds
Where
familiar.
it's very similar. He has powers, and I always get those movies confused with each other. Look here, look it up real
I'll
quick.
look it up, but-
That sounds-
Chris Evans. While he's looking it up, I'll kind
That
of
sounds really familiar.
I'll get into mine. But yeah, say Chris Evans.
Sam Jackson is up there. He's up
Sam
there.
Jackson's so
Yeah,
good, bro.
yeah, Chris Evans Push. How bad is this one?
24.
Whoa.
This is 24.
So it's
Oh.
funny. It's kind of a similar movie where he has like powers, where like Jumper did. Oh, that's so funny. I always get those two.
I don't think it's fair,
confused.
bro. I don't think it's fair. I liked that movie, and I still like the movie. I've seen it as an adult, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's definitely better than 15%.
What's the audience score on that? Do you know?
That's a great question. I didn't look at the
I
audience
bet
score.
it's like 50,
What-
40.
Well, that's the interesting thing right now that you see such a big
It's on
difference between
IMDb.
the
It's
two.
6 out of 10.
Oh, you're right on the money with the
audience score 44. I said
Right on the money.
45.
Wow.
Right on the money.
Come on,
44.
baby.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
look at it.
Right on the money. All
But
right.
I do love Sam Jackson. Shout out you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out Sam.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
he
He's
draws
up
you
there.
in. He's so charismatic.
He's
Any Matt Damon fans out there?
heck yeah.
The Bourne Identity is a fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys said something bad about it. Okay.
I
Whoa.
like Matt Damon.
Yeah, we love Matt Damon, right? He's been in so many
Yeah.
good movies, a lot of great biopics.
Yeah, he's
you
never been in a
Yeah.
bad movie.
a legend. Never been in a bad movie. What if I told you he's been in multiple bad movies?
Wow.
And I have
Say it ain't so.
one of them here. Do you guys? I'm gonna if you dig real deep in your brains, do you remember a movie called The Great Wall?
I remember a trailer for it.
Okay, you remember the trailer back
I
in like
don't.
2016. It stands out because it's a white guy in
Yeah,
Asia.
in Asia. That's why I didn't watch it.
So
Oh,
it's called The Great Wall, and it's Matt Damon stars as the lead in this, where he helps to save these people, and the whole movie takes place in the Great Wall. So of course, a huge issue with just whitewashing the fact why is Matt Damon here right now? What is happening? He plays some European character I can't remember, but it's not a good movie. I remember watching it, and it is not good. I took one of the quotes that I saw here just because it was so good. It's like, so although by the way, it's like aliens or monsters or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all crap. But this is what this quote said. He gets forced to help his captors ward off a wave of generic space wolves, dinosaurs. We're not sure how to describe the monsters featured here other than stupid looking.
Oh my
So yeah,
God.
not your typical Damon material. It was so disappointing to see a white guy leading a mostly Asian cast in
Yeah.
a
Bro.
story about Asian cultures,
Yep.
traditions, history, and landmarks. But that's Hollywood for you.
Wow.
So I think that, like, I'm not even gonna add anything. That thing that just sums it up. It's
Never
it's
even heard of that,
a
and I
train
will
wreck.
never watch that.
I think it was
Erase
about the,
erase it from your brain. It's done. It never happened.
I think it was about the same time as the Ghost in the Shell remake.
Oh, I forgot about
Ghost
that
in the
one.
Shell.
And I just lumped those two. Like I was like,
Oh, that was the issue. It was like right
Yeah.
around that time. Yeah.
they're like, yeah.
Let's get these Japanese or just Japanese properties or Japanese oriented films.
I'm
and
still
cast
mad
a
Shang
white
Chi
guy.
wasn't cast as Tom Cruise. So
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I
Stop.
was like, wait, we were saying
reversed it back on
he
you.
could have
Reversed
pulled it off. He could have pulled it off. Hey, he would have done the stunts.
He would,
Yeah.
he would have done no, see, that would have been ridiculous. And yeah. So
All right, Javi, what was your next one?
I'll throw another one out there. Okay.
Are you
love
still on
this
Tom
actor.
Hanks?
No. You
gonna switch? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go with Mr. Jack Black. All right, we love Jack Black. We've talked about him a few times.
Okay.
He has some great classic movies that we
Good
just
body
love,
work.
that we just love to throw on and just hang out and laugh.
Oh,
and,
100%.
So this is a movie. Again, I'll give you the scores first to start off. So critic scores 20%. 20%. And the
good.
audience score is 27. So
Okay,
it's
so they
again,
agree.
They agree that it's a
What
trash
year-
movie.
What year did it come out?
I believe this is 2010. So this is right around like his heyday with School of Rock and Nacho Libre, and like he had some really.
I know
awesome...
what it is.
You,
I know
you
what
know
it
what it
is.
is. You probably do.
I think I know it. I don't want to take it from you.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the cast. It's got a pretty random cast. Okay. You got Jack Black. Okay. You got Jason Segel. You got James Corden, and you have Emily Blunt. Probably the most random cast I've ever seen. Now you guys are thinking about it, okay? And the movie's
I don't
called.
think Robert had it.
Wait, hold on.
Did I lose you?
But before you say it, I'm gonna whisper it to Ben,
Okay.
just in
go
case.
ahead.
I think I have it. Okay.
Okay. Team meeting.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Ollie.
The movie is called Gulliver's Travels.
Yes, man. Yes.
What's the problem with Gulliver's Travels, man?
So
I
this
remember.
movie- yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing
You
that
remember it?
movie. Yes.
Okay.
I
so
don't
both
remember
of you
the
have seen
cast.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
can't believe I had that
completely forgot. I was
cast.
like, wow, this cast was a James Corden, Emily Blunt
Yeah.
is in it. I had no idea. But this movie is just, it just relies on such dumb humor. The writing isn't good. The story, like he works in a mailroom and he goes out in the ocean on a little mission to get like some mail, right? And then he ends up in the Bermuda Triangle, and it takes him to this magical land where he's a giant. And he lies to them and tells them he's a president, and it just goes on and on.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's a really, really dumb story,
It's so
a really
dumb.
dumb premise. Maybe you can watch it if you're just like, if you have nothing else to do, you throw it on and you're high or something, you'll just watch it. But it's really, really, it's a dumb movie. And the crazy thing about this movie is, a huge fun fact about this movie is, so Emily Blunt is in this movie, and she turned down Black Widow to be in Gulliver's Travel.
That was. I remember
So,
hearing about
we
that. That's
were-
around this time. No.
We were
man.
so close.
No,
we were
man.
very close to having Emily Blunt as Black Widow,
interesting.
but she
can
had
see
a
it.
contract.
It was the
She had a
script, man.
contract.
She saw the
had a-
script. She's like,
yeah.
I gotta take this, bro. Jack Black and Jason
Wow.
Segel.
So literally,
Wow.
because of a contract obligation, she had to be in Gulliver's Travels, which she regrets to this day, being in that movie and not being
That's
part of the
great.
MCU. So we were very close to having
That's
Emily
great.
Blunt in the MCU, but she was in Gulliver's Travels instead.
Just
Very
to
bad
pause,
movie.
what do you guys think of that? Like in hindsight, I mean, I think we all can agree Scarlett Johansson did
Yeah.
a great job with the role.
I could see Emily Blunt doing. I love Emily Blunt, so I could see her doing
So
that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
like
But I
it's
was
not
more,
like
I was more so like, would you have wanted to instead?
Oh no.
No, you liked
No.
what we're at.
I'm
I
fine.
think you couldn't have asked for like a better version of that character than Scarlett gave. I mean,
Yeah, you're probably right.
incredible.
I think Scarlett-
perfect casting. Yeah.
Shout out Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Scars. I think she does a great job, phenomenal job, emotional, like all the movies she's in. I think she does a really, really great job. But to be honest, I feel like a few other actors could have done that role.
Oh,
I
sure.
don't think it's too.
No, it was anything crazy.
unique.
Yeah.
Javi
yeah.
wants to
It's
cast
unlike-
an actor as
Oh God.
as
stop.
Black Widow. Wow,
Stop.
wow. We went from whitewashing to
Matt Damon
what?
as
Here we
Matt
go.
Damon as Black Widow.
Matt Damon, Black Widow.
this guy.
Unlike Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man, I could see nobody else play that role. Okay,
No,
but
yeah,
I can
yeah,
see
Yeah,
other
I agree with
people
you.
play the role of Black Widow.
I agree with you.
But that's my only take on it. I love Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. Do I think Emily
Me
Blunt
too.
could have
She's
done
great.
it? Yeah, I think she could have.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scarlett is great. So
Oh, Ben.
yeah, who's next?
So this is
Hit
this
it.
is one of my favorite people, and I don't want to say his name yet because as soon as I say his name, I feel like it's gonna be an immediate. Oh, I know what movie it is.
Okay.
You know, but he's done a bunch of great things.
Okay.
He's been nominated for a few Oscars, hasn't won any, unfortunately.
Okay.
One day,
One
bud.
day.
Wow,
He's a
multiple
fellow
Oscar
Eagles
nominations.
fan.
Oh,
Go Birds, baby.
I think who this is.
He should have won an Oscar in American Sniper.
Oh.
Oh,
okay,
of
no, it is
course.
now.
I
know who it
understand.
is.
I understand why he lost in A Star Is Born.
Does he play a raccoon?
He also plays a raccoon in Guardians of the
Oh.
Galaxy. Bradley Cooper,
Great actor.
the legend.
Great
okay,
actor.
one
He's
of
awesome.
the best comedies of
We love
all
Bradley.
time is the first Hangover movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And like,
okay.
I mean, the first Hangover movie was elite. I mean, it got an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, it's
Or
at least top.
79.
Dude,
Sorry,
that
79%.
that is insane for a comedy.
Unheard
Comedies
of.
never.
Comedies
That
did
is
not do
unheard
that.
of.
Never review well. They just don't. So
That's
that is
crazy.
crazy that
That's
it's that high,
79%.
man. Wow.
That's
But
unheard of. Yeah.
Bradley Cooper wanted to make a trilogy.
Oh, I see where you're going now.
Yeah.
And so, unfortunately, after the second one,
It hurts.
and then they made the third one.
It hurts.
It went from 79 to 20%.
Oh God.
It deserved every single drop, man. Because yeah.
That third one was something, man.
Weren't they like secret agents or they're like
they
spies
were
now
all
or something?
they were in Thailand on like a secret mission in like Bangkok.
awful.
Mike Tyson saved the day on a boat.
Oh, I
Awful.
remember now. So dumb.
Hurts.
It is pain. Yeah, it's not good. And like I said, most comedy series movies don't do well. I will
No.
say the Jump Street movies were
Never.
great.
Jumps-
Both of them, I
Jump,
think, were good.
Both are great. Yep.
You know, I feel like that's one of the only like duos where I'm like, wow, those are both great.
Speaking of, did you know that the Jump Street cast and like the movies that came out here recently, there were supposed to be a movie that was going to be I can't think of the word, but crossover of Jump Street and Men in Black.
Wow.
I remember
really?
hearing that actually.
They were gonna it got canned, I'm guessing, because this was years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun fact, they were actually gonna have a Men in Black / Jump Street movie. Which
Oh my
don't ask me how
gosh.
that's supposed to work, but yeah, I remember hearing about that.
No, I honestly though, like on the top of my head at least, maybe you guys can do better than me, but I feel like I can't remember a comedy series with at least two movies where, other than Horrible Bosses and Jump Street, where I'm like, wow, multiple comedy movies.
Yeah, no, it just
really
doesn't.
good,
It
all of
doesn't
them.
happen. It really
That's hard.
doesn't happen. No, it doesn't. No.
But regardless, unfortunately, Hangover 2 was a little worse than the first one, and then
The same plot.
a lot
What
worse,
the
and
hell
then
were they thinking? Let's
Hangover
do
3 was
this. They
extremely
liked it.
bad.
Let's do it again. Oh,
Yeah.
when does that ever work out?
They'll
Oh
watch
my
it
gosh.
5 more
Yeah, they'll
times.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love Bradley Cooper, as I already stated.
Yeah.
He's the goat. Go Birds, baby.
Go Birds.
But even the mightiest of us all fall occasionally. The mighty have fallen.
All right,
That's funny.
I got one.
Go ahead.
I got another one.
Another one.
So, have we heard of Sir Anthony Hopkins,
I think I know about that guy. Yeah.
the great? Don't get it twisted. It's not Mister. Sir Anthony Hopkins, fantastic actor. He's been in everything. I think he has like 1,000 movie credits. You see him in a movie at least a couple movies every year. It's insane. So going through his list was actually a little tough to find something.
It puts the lotion.
It
on
was
its
very,
skin.
it was very, very tough until it wasn't, because I saw one that
gosh.
was just glaring at me, just getting my attention, screaming for me to pick it. Ben, I apologize in advance. It is Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, he is in that movie.
That's fine. No, those movies
People
are terrible.
people forget. People try
He's
to
in
forget.
that
He is
movie?
in that movie. Yes, and he plays the old wise man like he does all the time, and it's
Oh, of
always
course.
great. But he is not enough to save that train wreck
what
of
was the score on that
colors
one?
and explosions. It was awful. It was like -6 or something. It was so bad, man. And it's so funny. Like, it was not hard to find bad reviews. I'm like, oh, just kind of refresh around. What did people not like about it? Everything. no one said
gosh.
anything good about it. Let's see. What's it at?
16.
60.
Oh.
You know what's bad? You know it's so bad when a big action or big high budget movie that gets viewed by a lot of critics to be that low. That's hard to do, man. You really got to try to make a crappy movie. So
Yeah.
by far, Transformers: The
I
Last
need my
Knight.
take to know that the
Thank you.
Transformers movies that I love are all 3 Shia LaBeouf ones. Okay, the Mark Wahlberg ones are.
as soon
Yeah.
as Mark Wahlberg took over,
I was like,
Poor
as soon
Marky
as
Mark.
they're like justifying
Yeah.
the 19-year-old and 16-year-old dating, and they're like, "No, look at this Romeo and Juliet statue, bro."
the fact that they made a point like that, they wrote
That's
that into the
literally in the
script.
script.
That's so weird.
Everyone,
I'm like-
everyone to jail. Whoever in that script,
Stop.
all jail for them all. That is insane to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Lock him up.
What's that meme? No, I'm thinking the meme of Call of Duty. Never mind. I can't remember what it was.
Well, there's
Oh,
the.
boys, we got him.
Those are my favorite memes, though. Anytime they just set people up,
Oh yeah.
So good.
we got
That's
him.
amazing.
Boom, bust through the door. Yeah, get the whole entire staff on the writers that approved that line.
yeah.
You know, that whole scene.
Jail.
Yeah, we dated in high school when we were
Jail
both
for all
younger,
of them,
so it's
yes.
okay now that we're adults.
Terrible.
I'm an adult. Yeah, Dad.
All right, Javi, what you got?
I'll give you guys one more. All right, so we got the man. I love him. Some people may not like him because of his,
okay.
history
Interesting.
with Miss Taylor Swift. But he has
Oh.
he has some great movies. He's a great actor.
Shut up, Faith.
And his name is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, the great Jake
Lots of good
Gyllenhaal.
movies.
Yes.
Love
Was that
Jake
the guy that
Gyllenhaal.
was jacked recently?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, the recently appointed
Recently jacked.
the recently appointed Zaddy. Yes.
It's getting hot in here.
God, is it hot in here?
Is it just
Or is it just
Gyllenhaal?
Jake?
But so many good movies like Prisoners. Prisoners is incredible. His acting, him and Hugh
Oh,
Jackman
man.
in Prisoners are amazing.
So good.
And Nightcrawler. I know Robert
Yep.
loves that movie.
Yes,
I think Ben is
love
a
it.
little indifferent, but I love Nightcrawler. I think that's an amazing movie too.
Such a you
But
thing to
this
do.
movie-
Why are you indifferent about why are you indifferent about great
I
things?
just said
Ben?
I like it. I think it's okay. I think it's good.
It's not okay.
Go ahead.
It's
Go ahead,
amazing.
Javi. Go ahead.
Gosh,
Go ahead.
Let me not even. But this movie.
You forgot Far
is-
From Home.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I ain't
It's
indifferent
Far
about
From
that
Home.
one. It's far from good.
Oh, oof. You
ooh,
guys
got
are,
him.
see,
Nice.
that's a Robert thing to do there. Just hate on a great movie.
But
Sorry, Javi. Go ahead. Go ahead.
this movie, let's see if you guys can guess it. It is one of Disney's biggest losses. They lost hundreds of $1 million on this movie, so it's a Disney movie, and I think this will give it away. I think you'll find it. This is a video game adaptation.
Is
By
it new?
Jake
Did it
Gyllenhaal.
come out last year?
No, it came out years and years ago. I think
Okay.
like 2011, 2010.
game.
It has Ben Kingsley. It has Alfred Molina. Okay, Doc Ock. And it is called Prince of Persia. And oh my
Oh.
gosh, this
Wait, was
was
he the
such a
prince?
disappointment.
Yes. Hey,
He
talk
was.
about whitewashing
oh my
again.
gosh, bro! What are
Exactly.
you doing?
What were they thinking? What were they thinking
Let's
of
just-
putting
let's
this
just take
white guy
Jake Gyllenhaal,
in
white
Persia,
guy,
man?
And he's
He
the,
has
the
that
main
one
character.
job.
He is
Just
the
get
main
someone that
character.
looks kind of Persian.
It's ridiculous. It's
Some
crazy.
sort of Persian descent.
It's such a big disappointment in terms of casting, and then the movie was just bad. It's not written well. The stories it's not a well told story. It's a loved franchise, and it's a
Yeah.
huge disappointment in terms of money they made. It has a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the audience score is 58. So that might be the highest that we've said today, but that's still terrible.
surprisingly high, yeah.
But it's
Surprisingly
still
high,
58
wow.
is still very bad.
Yeah.
But it's just a disappointing movie, and I cannot believe they would cast Jake Gyllenhaal in as
so
the prince
funny, man.
of
how
Persia.
quickly times have changed in 12, 13 years. Wow, that's insane.
Oh yeah,
God, man.
and
Hey, but
such,
shout out to the critics holding them to it.
Yeah, hey, they did. They let it get away with it. Yeah.
yeah, this was literally a movie that they had. I think the budget was close to $200 million, and it did terrible. And they were gonna make a video game of it and all this stuff, and it was a terrible movie. And they were gonna
did not
make a
work out.
franchise, but
Yeah.
they ruined it once they cast Jake Gyllenhaal as Prince of Persia. So
Oh, man.
that is definitely a dud in the illustrious Jake Gyllenhaal's career. But yeah, who's next?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us would call him necessarily a like great actor. You know, I think he's probably close to maybe Jake Gyllenhaal level. You know, that realm of actors. I don't think he's a Tom Hanks or a Sam Jackson or
Jake Gyllenhaal's up
an
there.
Anthony Hopkins. You know, he's not in that tier.
Okay.
He's probably the next tier. He's made some bangers. You know, I'm gonna say one movie you're gonna know who it is: Zombieland. Okay.
Oh yes.
Social Network. Okay. Both of those movies are just. They're very good.
Love
I think
him.
Social Network's like over 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's like one of the most
That's a great
rewatchable
movie.
movies. It is so good,
So
man.
good.
So well told.
So good. Yeah.
I mean, he plays a robot like nobody else.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he?
You know. Now I like the Now You See Me movies, but Rotten Tomatoes does not.
I haven't seen them. I think I haven't seen them because
Oh,
of,
yeah.
of the
No,
different
those are good
I
fun
like
movies.
them.
I mean,
I enjoy
they're
them.
like they're heist movies, you know, like Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11's a good movie though. That's a great movie.
To me-
That's a great movie. That cast is perfect.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, it's a good heist movie. You know,
I enjoy
but
those
regardless,
movies for sure.
I was thinking when I was thinking about Jesse Eisenberg, my first thought was not where y'all's thought is right now. My first thought was American Ultra, but then when I looked at the scores,
Forgot about that one.
that movie was a 44%. I was like, okay, not as bad as I guess I thought it was. Critics gave it more. I would have given it a
Still pretty
20%.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime Topher Grace plays anything that's serious, I'm not a fan. I'm being honest.
Okay. Interesting.
In my head, he is Eric Foreman, and I know I should take it away. I should watch separate movies and separate things, but also he just looks like a child.
It's insane how he just has one of those faces. Yeah.
And he's in American Ultra, and Jesse Eisenberg it was not good. But now I'll go where we all thought I was going, and that is unfortunately when he played Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman.
Such
Oh,
a
you-
weird choice.
Even the name hurts me. Even the name of the movie. Oh.
Well, at that point in my life, at 2016, I was very high on
Yes.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness, he's great. I mean, Now You See Me, so much fun.
Yeah.
Zombieland's hilarious, and
But
he's going to
Lex
be so good
Luthor?
at Lex Luthor. And then we get there, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. This is not at
Yeah.
all Lex Luthor.
I don't know what the thought process was, and I'm sure he did the best he could do with the script he was
Yeah,
given and
yeah,
the
it's not his
direction,
fault.
but I don't know what their thought plan. I don't know what they were thinking with that.
Can
man.
you guys guess the score
It's funny. I think I
That
can.
movie?
I
of
think
Batman v Superman?
I'm gonna be confident. I think I can hit on the head because I know I've looked at it here. I've looked at it multiple times just to kind of go back to see. Is it 24%?
Close.
I'm gonna give it higher. Oh, really? That low? Okay, 34.
It's lower. It's literally split the difference. It's 29%.
Oh, I knew it was somewhere there.
Wow.
Damn.
What's the audience score though? What's the
Let's
audience
find
score?
out. So 29% of Rotten Tomatoes. It's
gotta
probably
be
like
higher.
40%. Probably 42% as well. Say the audience.
It's got to be higher.
63. What the heck? Come on, guys, do better.
I'm about to go give it a bad review now. I got
Zero.
I gotta take that box of popcorn away from it, man. It can't keep that. No.
Martha.
Oh yeah.
What?
How do you know that name?
Gosh, it sucks because I want to defend that movie, but it's so hard to because I love
yeah.
Ben Affleck as Batman, I really do.
Yes.
And Henry Cavill, I think everyone loves him as Superman. You
Yes.
know, and I think there's some really good fight scenes in that movie. But obviously the Lex Luthor casting was terrible. The direction that the fight went when you said the name Martha, the fight's over, and like it's
Always for it
there's
to
just
end,
so
yeah.
many bad parts to
They
it.
watched
but I
Step
wanted to
Brothers the night
defend
before
it.
they wrote the
Yeah.
script. Did we just become best friends?
That's good.
I didn't like that casting from the beginning. I just don't see Jesse Eisenberg as
man.
as Lex Luthor at all. I picture like this tall, powerful looking, Chad looking guy. Like I just don't picture some small, like
Yeah.
skinny side, like brainy guy. I just don't. So I didn't like that from the start.
No, I was excited because I just liked Jesse Eisenberg, and I thought
Yeah.
he would make the role.
He would have been a better.
would've done
He would have been a better Joker than a
I probably.
I think he'd be a great
Lex-
Riddler.
Lex Luthor or that. Yeah,
You know-
because he can pull
Ooh.
off zany.
Before we
it's
went
first
to
word I
this
think
dark,
of.
and now where everything's
Yeah.
dark, we just got a great Riddler.
Yes,
in the Batman, he
Paul
was,
Dano.
Paul
Great.
Dano
Pretty
killed
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I
like
think
that.
in the before the Dark Knight, which I guess this movie's way after the Dark Knight, but before the stigma with DC movies was dark and edgy, I think he would have been a good, better than Jim Carrey. He would have done it better than Jim
Hey,
Carrey.
Jim Carrey killed that role with the onesie.
I
and
love
all
Jim
that.
Carrey. I love Jim Carrey, but
No, that
those
was
movies
terrible.
did not help him out.
That was terrible.
All right, you gonna finish this out, Robert?
Yeah, you want to do one more?
I just did mine.
No, I was
Just
gonna say
guys-
like you want to do do
do your last one, and then-
last one here.
Do
Okay.
it.
and then we'll take
Do
your
it.
little
Okay.
little segment. You know?
All right. I got one more.
Oh shoot. Best for last.
Do it.
Al Pacino, anybody?
Wow.
I know that guy.
Who?
I mean, talk
Anyone?
about legend.
You talking to me?
Legend. But he is not opposed to getting a bag.
Say it ain't so.
He went and acquired the bag for a certain movie that came out, and you guys might know it. It was with Adam Sandler. I might give it away of what movie he was in with Adam Sandler, and it's a comedy. Don't get it. Don't think it's like some drama. It was a comedy where he's in the movie.
Oh.
Just to set the stage for everybody.
My wife
When
loves
this-
this movie.
Oh God!
Of
I
course.
hope the movie I say isn't the one you're thinking
Oh,
of
it
because I'm
is.
going to be upset.
I got it. It
So just to set the stage for everybody, you know when you're watching like South Park, Family Guy, or even just any movie, and they come out with a trailer that looks like it looks like it's supposed to be like a fake trailer for a movie, like it's a parody, it's a joke. They would never make anything like that. Adam Sandler said that's a good idea. He went and created Jack and Jill,
Oh gosh.
an abomination of a movie.
What's your problem with her sweat stains, bro?
Listen, no, everything, all of it, because I cannot believe
I'm a sweater.
I can't even, don't even quote the movie to me right now because it hurts me. I cannot believe they got away with releasing that movie. People saw that movie and said, you know what?
I like that.
This is it.
You like that?
This is it. It's insane that was able to get as far as it did and make it to theaters because it is such a bad movie. It is the worst movie of Adam Sandler's career.
Ooh.
It is just a movie made for the young and the stupid. You have to not turn off your brain. You have to remove your brain. Take it out of your head to be able to enjoy this movie because it is that bad.
Wow.
Oh.
What?
Never seen
What?
it, and I don't
I
want
looked
to
up
watch
the
it.
score.
Okay, here, Ben, here, go, because I forgot what the score was.
I
So go
didn't
ahead.
think you looked it up. No, I want you guys to guess.
It's got to be like 15.
No
Avi.
way. 8. Is that low?
Lower than Avi's.
What is it?
Oh
It's a
my
3.
god.
3.
Wow.
It's a 3. Now,
That's
if we get a
ridiculous.
popcorn here, what are you guys gonna say then with the audience?
I'm
score?
not
What's the
gonna.
audience?
I'm gonna quit movies.
36%. So
Okay.
The 3%, which I'm sure, let's see, 3% out of 118 reviews, those people were never allowed to review movie again. Someone
my
gave
gosh.
that movie positive reviews to get a 3%. Keep that in mind. Someone liked that
you
movie.
expected a 0?
Yeah, it should be a 0. Yes,
Come
0
on,
across
you know,
the
I mean,
board.
you got the kids.
Oh.
The kids were good in it. You know,
Oh,
Al Pacino was okay.
Nothing was good in that movie, man.
Oh my
But hey, you know
gosh.
what? Shout out Al Pacino. Secure the bag. That's all
Secure
that
the
matters.
bag.
Hey,
Do,
he
do
was-
your thing, King.
He was in love with her, bro.
Yeah.
I did rewatch that movie actually because my wife wanted to watch it. Because shout out Faith, she likes
Oh.
that movie.
Oh.
And it's okay.
Faith,
She
I
loves-
love you, but
she
why?
loves Adam Sandler.
Oh, I do too. I love Adam Sandler.
Yeah, come on.
But I like the good Adam Sandler.
You know, and when you have your wife telling you how much she loves it and you rewatch a movie, you enjoy it more than you do the first time. But you know, it is what it is.
It just hurt the more and more the fact that I'm like, man, this guy was in The Godfather. What is he doing?
That's crazy.
That is a prime how the mighty have fallen
Yes,
right there.
Cheers to Al Pacino. I think
never
it was a
seen
good,
it.
good little rotation of
That was
of,
great.
of movies. I like that.
Lots of diversity in types of movies
Yes,
and actors.
all over the
and,
place. Yeah,
you
I
know.
love it.
Yeah, that's good. I've never seen that movie, and I never will.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is all just a PSA to not watch these movies, please. Stay away from them. Stay far, far away from them.
Yeah, just stop after the first hangover.
Yeah.
If you watch the second one, you can
Yeah.
live with it, but stop there.
All right.
That's awesome.
That was it for the main subject there. There were 2 recommendations I wanted to make to
Okay.
you and to the masses. Camera 1. If I had camera 2, I'd be pointing to camera 2 right here. This is where I want you guys to listen up. I got 2 different things for you to watch. I got everyone covered. I got a movie and I got a TV show. Everyone's covered. So you can't say you can't watch either because you got everybody. Have either of you guys watched Arcane?
No.
And I know you've heard me talk about this show
yeah,
before.
yeah.
That's a Netflix
Yes.
animated show, right?
You've heard me talk about Arcane.
And
Arcane,
it's
it's a masterpiece. Look up the scores, Ben. You'll be so surprised. It is a masterpiece. It is such a good show. The music of the show, it brings out so much emotion. It's such a standout. It's different from anything else you've seen. Oh, I thought you still had Jack and Jill pulled up, and I'm like, it's not a 3%, is it?
Oh wow, it's perfect.
Like, no, it's the reviews it gets, and it deserves all the credit in the world. Like I was saying, with the music, the action, the story hits every single beat perfectly. The action is at the top. The animation is incredible. Everything is so good about it. It's based on League of Legends, but you don't need to know anything about League of Legends. I don't care about League of Legends. Never played it. I know nothing about it. That's okay. You need nothing to watch and enjoy this show. It is just a masterpiece. I'll even say that I put it up there with Avatar: The Last Airbender in terms of as the top 3, top 5 greatest animated shows of all time, because it is such a goated show. Incredible.
Wow.
So
I need to check that out. I remember
Arcane.
you telling me about that.
100%.
Incredible. Javi, you heard that? 100%.
On Rotten
Wow.
Tomatoes.
And it's a
crazy.
9. It's a 9 on IMDb. It is
Wow.
incredible. The next one I want to talk about. You guys have both seen John Wick.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not here to talk about John Wick. All right. I'm here to talk about Nobody. Have you guys seen
Oh
Nobody?
yes, dude! I saw it with you in theaters. Remember?
Did we see it in theaters?
Yeah,
we did.
yeah, we
yes.
saw it.
I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
that's when you're living
That
here.
movie-
Yes.
What are you guys, brothers or
Oh,
something?
yeah. What are y'all related?
What are y'all,
Bro,
brothers?
dude,
So,
go
okay.
off. Because
So-
I love that movie. Go off.
If anyone likes John Wick, you will love this, because it's literally made by the same team that made John Wick. The great thing about this is it casts Bob Odenkirk as the main character in this movie, and rarely do you see such a perfect casting, because yes, Bob Odenkirk has done dramatic stuff, but when you look at him and all his roles that he's done, you would never think of him as like
Call
some
Saul.
badass. You would never think of him as some guy that would go and be an assassin or just some kind of paid gun, stuff like that. So it does such a good job selling the story as this guy who used to be, who has this checkered past. He used to be this fixer. He used to be this guy that would take care of your problems. Basically, picture him as John Wick. So the fact that they got Bob Odenkirk, the perfect casting for this movie, as this badass guy in it, it is so good. It pulls off the story so much better because of it. The perfect casting. The action is so well done. Again, if you like John Wick, the acting and the choreography is so good. It's so memorable. I've gone back to watch the movie a couple times. All I'll tell you is just look up Nobody movie bus scene.
Yeah.
Go watch that clip. And Javi knows what I'm talking about. Just go
Yeah.
watch
Oh,
that
yeah.
clip.
Amazing.
It's about 3-4 minutes. You'll be hooked to watch the movie. It is so good. So those are the two things that came to my mind right away. Like, what do I want to talk about? Movies and TV shows. Those two, gotta check them out.
Great choice. Yeah, I'd give that movie like a 9 or a 10.
Oh,
Like, that
so
movie
good.
was so good. The action,
So good.
I mean, the simple story, and oh my gosh, I remember. I don't want to spoil too much, but the scenes where with the music in the background, the slow motion, and oh my gosh, so
good.
cool. Such a good
So
movie.
good.
Love that movie.
Thanks for
Great
not
choice.
bringing me along to see that movie, boys.
Was he here
I don't
yet?
know.
Yeah.
I don't think he was
I
living
was
here.
Were you?
I was here.
Where-
yeah,
Must have been busy or
2021.
What?
'Cause
no,
I remember
it
telling
came
you
out
about
early,
it then.
early 2021. March
I moved here in
2021.
2020.
Where were
You
you?
must have been busy or something.
You probably with your wife.
I was hanging out with your cousin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dang.
Why you gotta say it like that?
I was with
Don't
your
say it
cousin.
like that. I was with your cousin.
I was
Yeah,
with
you
your
know what
say
I
it
was
like
doing.
that.
Oh, God. Stop.
Shout out Faith.
Shut up, Faith.
She needs
awesome.
to watch this now. That's awesome.
It was probably, I don't know what happened, but yeah.
That's good.
I feel like Javi did invite me to a movie at least once. And I
I'm
didn't go.
sure he did. If you were here, there's no
Yeah.
reason he wouldn't have. So I
Yeah.
can't imagine why.
Yeah.
But yeah, those
must
are
have
the
been
two
busy.
things I
are
wanted
Might
to
have
shout
been
out real
working.
quick. Yeah, right. Yeah, you're probably working. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all the time we got? Right? Are we good to go?
I think that's good, right?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
over an hour.
spot.
I feel good. I feel accomplished. I got
great.
everything off my chest. Talked about
yeah.
the stuff I want to talk about. So I think that was good.
great.
Thanks
I think this
Go
was
ahead,
a
Avi.
great episode because we have showed some of our flexibility and because we've been talking a lot about Marvel and a lot about DC and Marvel, so we need to show the people that we know about movies and we
all
know
our
about
clips-
actors. So
All our
it's
clips
like,
are about Marvel.
Yeah,
so yeah, we'll give it
99%
a
of
break a little bit. Yeah.
yeah. So
We
this-
don't
this
just watch
shows
Marvel
us-
movies. I promise.
This shows.
you guys watch
that
other
we- that
movies?
we
You guys
know.
watch other movies.
We don't just watch Marvel. So. But yeah, this is awesome. That was good. That was good, boys. Come on.
Good episode, guys.
Next week we'll
So-
narrate the entire Planet Life series.
you go.
Go do some
No.
nature documentaries.
Next week we're back to
Really
Marvel.
show you our diversity there. Our
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
all right. Well, thanks for another great episode, guys.
Come on.
Just a reminder. Oi.
Oi.
Oi.